Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. This is a M.A.R.K Modular Assistant Registry kernel devlog video. Welcome back. I'm very excited to get started. Now, just a heads up, I changed the plugin system, and by plugin system I do not mean the actual plugin system, but more of the system that you use to create the plugin, right? Because before I was just making a plugin template, but now I will have two ways for you to create a plugin, and two repositories that you have a choice from, two repositories to pick from when choosing when creating your plugin. So the first system is going to be the simplest. It's going to be the plugin template raw. So the raw plugin template is simply just a place for you to write code, create your plugin, and it has an instance of M.A.R.K installed already inside of the plugin template. So when you run the program, it will automatically run M.A.R.K along with it. It's the equivalent of when you create a Minecraft mod, when you're coding one. When you run the program, it will run an instance of Minecraft because it is running a different instance of Minecraft, right? But then when you export the mod, it doesn't export Minecraft with it because that would be redundant. It would only export the plugin. However, that instance of Minecraft is in the code so that you can debug it on the go. So, the second is the same system, but with a few additional files that represent the template of the plugin. It's my way of organizing a plugin. However, not everybody organizes their projects the same, and probably most people won't like the way I organized it, in which case they can change it. So, let's get started. We are going to have we're creating a new project, right? It's going to be Maven. It's Java 16, of course. And let's just press next. Now, the name of the project, I'll just call it M.A.R.K or plugin code, right? And then let me create a new module, and this is going to use Maven. And the parent is it's not going to be plugin code. My apologies. Let me delete that project. That is completely wrong. Delete. Alright, so new project, and we are just going to be calling this M.A.R.K core, right? Artifact coordinates. You know what? We don't need this. Or actually, sorry. Let me go into M.A.R.K core and go into the pom.xml. Let's see. Let me just do this new project and call this M.A.R.K libs or M.A.R.K let's see, M.A.R.K instance, MC instance. How about that? So for M.A.R.K core instance, right? And now the artifact coordinates, we'll just say okay, so I do want to do this com.architect dot .mark. Now architect, I will explain that in a second. Artifact ID is going to be, yes, MC instance snapshot 1.0 new window. Okay, so what is architect? So I do want to use architect as like a company name, an organization name. I think that's going to be an official organization name. So if I search, so Archi, it's spelled ARKITECH, architect, and it's being used by some Turkish company. So I don't know really the laws but I'm naming it Architect because obviously the company is going to be the architect of many apps. It's not actually going to be a company, but my organization, I guess you could say, is going to be creating many. They're going to be, I'm going to be the architect of many applications or programs. And Archi, if you Google it, whoops, Archi means, it is a noun, it means ordinary, mundane, or non-special days in life, because I want to create tools that everybody can use, not just for companies or programmers or gamers, stuff that anybody can use, and a voice assistant is one of those things. Archi, so we have Archi, and then obviously the tech is self-explanatory because technology. So okay, we've got our M.A.R.K core instance, right? Now, let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and create a new module using Maven with project SDK of 16, and I am going to give it the name of plugin code, right? Or, you know what? I'm going to just call it MC or M plugin, right? And then the group ID is going to be com.architect.mark, and finish. Now I'm going to refactor and move the directory from the MC instance module to the desktop. Now it's a separate project. And now I have in my MC instance my Java package, right? My Java module. And in this Java module is where I put my code for M.A.R.K core. So I will simply copy and paste all of my code from my M.A.R.K core project directly into my MC instance, right? Okay, now that it's done, it's giving me a couple of errors, and that is because the imports are wrong. It says com.mark.core, and that's just because it only copied over the core package. So let's refactor and rename this package to com.mark.core. That fixes all the errors. Now let's just reload Maven scripts, load Maven project. There we go. And now we can go into the initialization method and run M.A.R.K. And as you can see, we are now running an instance of M.A.R.K. Say test, hello, you can see it works. Oh, hello. Okay, so that's not working right now because I just don't have any custom responses in here. So you can see if I just go into the custom responses file, go into here, and debug info. Okay, that says false. Last spoken says, okay. I don't know why that says, I must have been debugging and it just says, okay, so now when we run it, you'll see, when we say hello, it says hello back, exit, creates a shutdown hook, and you can see it create a plugin folder in the MC instance, which is good, and the M plugin, the M.A.R.K plugin folder is completely untouched. So let's create a new, you know what? Okay, so this is where the plugin code would be. So I am just going to leave it as that, right? That's for other people's to set up because this is going to be the raw template. So let's just go to VCS. I'm just going to go to VCS and share the project on GitHub. Right, it's going to be private. Add all of these files. Alright, so that is the plugin all set and done, or the raw plugin, and I just need to log into my other GitHub account. Okay, I am in my other GitHub account. Let's just go to my repositories, and yes, we can see MC instance. Um, let's see. Can I? Oh, whoops. Okay, wait. Settings. Let's see. Rename this to Mark plugin. Mark plugin. Nope. Raw. Okay. Raw plugin template, and we can just say this Mark, right? Um, all right. So this is a yep. Okay, template repository. Yes, it's a template repository. Um, Let me just go over. Okay, wait. Does it auto save? Okay, let's go to manage access, private repository, change visibility. This is going to be a public repository. Loraxio/MC instance. I understand. This should obviously say raw plugin template for Mark. Rename. Now what the hell? Okay, so that's the raw plugin template. And then this previous one, let's say deprecated rename. Now one thing has been bugging me a little, so we have the raw plugin template. Let me sign out here and sign back into my school account. Alright, I'm signed in, and if I just go to my repositories, go over to M.A.R.K core, or M.A.R.K JFrame plugin demo, go into settings, scroll all the way down, and oh, okay, so I'm not the owner of that one. That's good. But let's go to M.A.R.K core settings, and let's transfer the ownership to Loraxio school/M.A.R.K core. Alright, so I have transferred the ownership. My phone just turned on, which means it got a notification. Alright, let's see. Yep. Hello, Loraxio school wants to transfer ownership. Yep, accept transfer. Oh shit. Okay, wait, click this link. What? I swear to God, log out of GitHub. Alright, that's giving me some trouble. Let me sign out of my school account. Sorry, I'm doing this on my phone. And just press done. Open the GitHub link. Log in with my personal account. Putting in my passcode right now. Okay, so it successfully transferred. Let me sign out. Sign back in. Alright, I'm back. And I'm just going to go to my repositories. M.A.R.K core is here. and I have ownership. So now let me just, let's see, update the project, make sure everything, okay, good. So now what I can do is I can go to my, okay, so I'm gonna go to organizations. Okay, so I'm gonna, ooh, create a organization. I need to get that. Okay, I was gonna make architect the architect organization, but whatever. Let's just go over to projects and okay, whatever. Create a new project. Whoops. New project, plan and track. Yeah, no, I just want to create a regular new project. And this project is going to be called modular voice, yep, modular voice assistant registry kernel. And M.A.R.K or module or the modular assistant registry kernel is a voice assistant with customization and utility in mind. The system is fully modular and uses a plugin loading system that is multi-language flexible. Let me get into that in a second. And this is not a plugin template. Let's make this private. Link some repositories. So we've got M.A.R.K core. We've got M.A.R.K JFrame. We've got that plugin. And we've got the looks like the template that I made isn't showing. Let me just take a look at that. Alright, so I just added in all 3 repositories. Create the project. Alright, so let me just go back to projects and modular assistant registry kernel. And that, what is a column? Automation, choose a to do in progress done. Okay, so so let's say create main plugin. Create main plugin features. Move issues here. Okay, create column. Okay, and manage automation present done. Create finish plugin template raw plugin template. Set that to done. What does this 0 represent? No idea. Create plugin template demo to do, or I'm gonna say in progress. I'm never gonna use these, am I? Finish transceiver transceiver, which is the plugin support system in M.A.R.K core. This is to do. Alright. I am never gonna use those. Anyways, alright. So we've gotten some of the boring stuff out of the way. Created this. And I think everything is fine right now. So we can close out of this. And create a new project with Maven. And let me just, whoops. Let me go to this XML file. What the hell? And do a new project and Maven, and then we can say MC instance location. Alright, wait. Can I? Alright, let me do something. Open MC instance in a new window. First, let me check this. Why is this giving me an error? Alright, let's reload Maven. Okay, so com.architect.mark MC instance, and then let's just go over here. Check artifact ID. Yes, that's perfect. Now we do have a new. Okay, so let's create a new module with Maven, of course, and it's going to be MC instances parents. Actually, no, sorry, I think it's none, right? And we do M.A.R.K, or sorry, M plugin template, right? Artifacts, yes. The organization example, which will be com.architect.mark. Finish. Add. And then, of course, let's refactor and move the directory to the desktop. Alright. Check the pom.xml file. That's all correct. Yes. Always add. Alright, so now let's just check everything is correct. Alright, that's good. That's good. And that's good. So let me just commit this. And what does this say? Unversioned files. Yeah. Initial commit. Commit in push. Alright. So now in the source main, in the template, let's create a package. This is com.sample organization com.sample.organization.plugin. right? And then we can just create a Java reference file called reference. Actually, wait, let's delete that. And in this case, I'm going to open up my M.A.R.K plugin template in a new window. And let's go over to reference. So it's going to be an enum Java class, and we'll just call this reference and say it's an enum. There we go. And then, of course, put in the attributes. ID is going to be sample plugin. The ID, so the name is the display name, the ID is what the actual program will be referring to the plugin as. And then version is going to be 1.0 by default. The definition of the attributes of the attributes being referenced, right? You say public final string definition, create the constructor. This dot def equals to definition. Alright, so created the reference, and before okay, so I'm not going to do the version info, but what I will do is create a comment, stores plugin information, and not all information is serialized, so author Lorcan Andrew Chang, and then the name, just say this is the display name that will be displayed when the program is run. This is going to be the ID name, right? The ID of the plugin that will be used by the system to ID of will be used to reference ID that will name that will be used to reference the plugin within the program. This name will not be displayed unless programmed to other than being used as a reference to the program. It can also be used for debugging. And then that's it. And then the version is simply the version of plugin, right? All right. So we've created that. Create a new package called utils and one called init. The init is going to have the launcher, of course, and that's going to be the main method. Just do that. And then we are going to have the main file, and we'll call this sample plugin. And over here, we'll just do public void load, right? Public void on termination, or just some default default files, and then we'll say runtime.get runtime.add shutdown hook new thread this, and then link the on termination. And then let's go over to the launcher where we just do sample plugin goes to new sample plugin, right? Sample plugin.load, right? And then what else? Yes. So I'm not gonna completely do this because this video is getting long. So let's create the comms folder, and actually right here, this is going to be the origin slash origin of the plugin program. The only changes needed, the only situations when this file needs to be changed is if slash when the plugin name is changed. However, to change the plugin name, simply refactor slash rename the sample plugin class slash Java file name. This will automatically rename all references safely, requiring no further precautions. Alright, let's say the author is me, and then in the comms, let's create a transceiver, right? Transceiver receives and transmits data, so we'll have a public static void queue message public static void and read last message, right? And then public static void ping main process. So this is going to ping M.A.R.K core, which will ping the plugin back, used to debug errors and used to make sure the two programs are communicating correctly. Alright. Let's see. Well, some plugins will depend on others. So we'll do a public static void ping process, right? Ping a process. This includes any process such as parent slash dependent plugins or other plugins in general, as well as the main process M.A.R.K core. And then this queues message to send reads last message from last program to send reads last sent message from last program. And okay, so that reads the last message. And then I guess we can read last. I'm gonna say read last final message, and then public static void read last message, and then we will say reads last message, last sent message from specified program. And say at param program. Sorry, I just need to check something. Yeah, okay, so at param program is the name of the last program of the specified program. Right? Queue message. Program is the name of the specified program. Queue message, and then we can just say public static void queue message to main to core queues message to send to M.A.R.K core main program, and then yep. Okay, so that's it for now. Why commit and push? What? Git share project on GitHub MC instance. Okay, what? Let me figure this out. I'll have it done by the next video, hopefully. But have a good day, y'all. Or you all. Why am I saying y'all now? Stupid TV. Anyways, have a good day, everybody. See y'all next time. See ya.